Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jeffrey Epstein Show. I'm your host, Bobbycapucci, and this is our morning update. First off, I hope everyone's having a great Sunday morning. Hope you guys had a good Saturday. Your weekend's been all right. Hopefully everything's been fun and fantastic for you. We've been busy here at the show grinding it out. Busy, chasing down different stories, figuring out where we're going, where we're at. It seems like this story has just pretty much consumed me at this point. This is all I pretty much do besides, I'll take out the little bit of time and watch a couple of football games or whatever, but I'm pretty much attached to my computer and my phone at this point. Just stories just keep breaking. I keep getting emails, things to research, different things to look into. So things are progressing nicely on our end over here. And if you have anything you'd like to talk about or anything you would like me to research, go ahead and shoot me an email at bobbycapucci@protonmail.com. That's bobbycapucci@protonmail.com. All right, let's hop right into these articles. The first one is from foxbusiness.com, and the headline is, FBI angling to interview Epstein pal Prince Andrew. The FBI is angling to interview Prince Andrew because of his relationship with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, the Times of London reported. Well, it's about time. What's taking you so long, FBI? Too busy spying on Americans and unmasking Americans and, entrapping Americans into becoming terrorists and, that kind of stuff. Too busy doing that to chase down sex offenders? Oh, okay, makes sense. There's been active discussions between the FBI and Department of Justice about interviewing Prince Andrew in relation to the Jeffrey Epstein case, a Justice Department source told the Sunday Times. If he agrees to an interview, he could potentially provide some very unique and helpful insights and make a considerable difference to the investigation, the source said. Yeah, that's if you believe he's not guilty. That's if you believe he's not involved. And I think you'd be hard-pressed to find just about anybody listening to this podcast that believes that. The FBI's alleged interest in talking to the prince comes amid a report that he secretly met with Ghislaine Maxwell, his friend and Epstein's companion, who's been accused of bringing underage girls to him in June, and also accused of raping them with him. Why do they keep leaving that out? What are they scared of? What's Ghislaine Maxwell going to sue you? Good, sue me. I hope she does. Let's go to Discovery. We can skip all the other nonsense and let's go right to Discovery. Prince Andrew's relationship with financier Epstein, really, Fox News? Financier Epstein? Pedophile Epstein? Cost him sponsors, his royal duties, and is now costing him his digs at Buckingham Palace. Aw, poor Prince. Mummy's kicking you out. According to the Times of London, the prince, who is eighth in line for the British crown, was forced to move his private office out of the palace Friday. Yeah, good. Hopefully you move it directly to whatever the prison is in England. The FBI will only be able to interview the Duke if he agrees to it, but he has said he is willing to help law enforcement as they investigate Epstein for sex trafficking. That's incorrect. They could file a subpoena and then he'll be compelled to testify. Do you really think the English people or the House of Commons or the Prime Minister is going to back this guy up? Hell no, especially during the contentious elections that are going on. The people in England, they don't agree with this stuff. I can't tell you, I've had at least 4 or 5 emails from people from England that are absolutely disgusted by all of this. The news comes amid fallout from Andrew's BBC interview last week. BBC's Emily Maitlis asked Prince Andrew about American woman Virginia Roberts' allegations that they dined together, danced together at a London nightclub, and later went to a house belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell to have sex in 2001. And now remember, when he looked at the picture, he said, oh, that looks like it was taken upstairs at Ghislaine Maxwell's house. But I never go up there. So how would you know what it looks like, dude? I have no recollection of ever meeting her. I'm convinced I was never in Tramp with her. There are a number of things wrong with her. I don't know where the bar is in Tramp. I don't drink. I don't think I've ever bought a drink in Tramp whenever I was there, he told the BBC. We have the picture! All right? What is this? Like the two realities? We have the picture. You've never met her? You're a liar, dude. That couldn't have happened because the date being suggested, I was at home with the children. On that particular day, I was at home. I was with the children. I'd taken Beatrice to a Pizza Express in Woking for a party. Going to Pizza Express in Woking is an unusual thing for me to do, Prince Andrew said. Give me a break. All right? Using your children as your alibi is one of the sickest and most disgusting things I've ever heard in my life. I don't know if I've ever met her, he later said of Joffrey. Wait, I thought you just said you didn't meet her, so you don't know now? Prince Andrew said he can't explain a photo that shows him with his arm around Roberts and suggested it might be fake. Yeah, you can't explain it, Prince Andrew, because it's real and because you did what she said you did. All right, and now you're trying to save face. You're trying to make sure that you don't go down in flames. But I got news for you. It's coming. Your day is coming, sir. Your day is certainly coming. And anybody who doesn't think that Prince Andrew is definitely in the hot seat right now and definitely in jeopardy, I honestly don't know what to say. People aren't paying attention because he is really, really on the edge of disaster right now. All right, our next article is from the New York Post. The headline is, Epstein used Prince Andrew's friendship to lure victims, accuser claims. Wow. A woman who says she was repeatedly raped by Jeffrey Epstein claims the late pedophile used his close friendship with Prince Andrew to help lure his vulnerable victims, according to an interview Sunday. And you could see how that plays out, right? You have Epstein. He's talking with these girls. He says to them, hey, come to my house. I'm having a party. And guess who's going to be there? Prince Andrew, one of the royals. So you're one of these young, impressionable girls, probably come from a broken home, have nothing. You're saying to yourself, holy cow. A dinner with this rich guy, with this royal? Why wouldn't I want to go to that? See how the scenario unfolds? Shantae Davies told the Sun on Sunday how Epstein repeatedly bragged about how close he was with the Duke of York and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, even adorning his home with their photos. Oh, who else did he have a photo of hanging on his wall? In a dress, smoking a cigar, prominently hung on the wall. I was very aware of Jeffrey Epstein's friendship with Prince Andrew and Fergie right away, Davies, now 40, told the UK paper. It was one of several bragging tactics he used to further induce his power and privilege. He bragged a lot. He had framed photos of them in his residences. He bragged about how he'd lent money to the Duchess, she said, referring to the $24,000 Fergie borrowed and in 2011 called a gigantic error of judgment. So they were close enough. After all was said and done, after Epstein was arrested the first time and he got out, that Fergie was comfortable enough asking him to cover her debts. Does that sound like people that aren't close to you? Hey, everyone out there listening, I need some help covering my debts. Why don't you guys hook me up? That's basically what they're trying to portray. But when in reality, we know how close they obviously were. She was furious at his pompous claim that Epstein was guilty of unbecoming behavior, saying it's minimalized. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, let's back up. Davies, who also claims to have been raped by Epstein over several years, says she was horrified by Andrew's recent car crash interview with the BBC that sparked his dramatic downfall, ending his royal duties. She was furious at his pompous claim that Epstein was guilty of unbecoming behavior, saying it's minimalizing something that has shattered lives. And she's right about that. I said that right from the beginning. The second we started reading that interview, I said this guy has zero empathy, zero remorse. He could care less about these girls. All he wants to do is make sure that his image isn't ruined and his ability to earn isn't ruined and his ability to have access to young girls isn't ruined, because that's obviously what he likes. She was also stunned when the royal said he did not regret his friendship with the convicted pedophile because of the wealth of contacts it provided. It's such a distasteful thing to say in regard to a professional predator, she said. 100% agreed again. I don't care if the guy can give you the moon, all right? If he's molesting girls, he's raping kids, he should be under the prison until time of his execution, because I believe a guy like this, you can't reform somebody like this, right? If he didn't commit suicide, I would have been totally okay with him getting the death penalty. Davies also asked how Andrew could have been oblivious to Epstein's perversions given that he spent so much time with him, staying in his Manhattan mansion as well as his private island, Little St. James. And it comes out now, we know he was in New Mexico, according to the other report we covered the other night. So they aren't really talking about that, but it's important to know that we're establishing a pattern that he's been at every one of Epstein's residences, right? Prince Andrew has been every single place, every single residence that Epstein has. So we have a pattern here, folks. There is plenty to go on as an investigator. I don't see how you could see somebody with another young girl all the time and there never being a conversation about it. It doesn't add up. That's true, because I know if I had a rich friend and I seen him with girls that looked super young, we would definitely be talking about it. At the very least, I'd be like, what are you doing? Who are these girls? Where are they coming from? how do these people just go about their business and not realize anything's going on? The only thing there's two things for me that it comes down to. One, they're just so incredibly elite and so incredibly used to staff and all that stuff, and they're just incredibly dumb that they don't realize what's going on. Or B, it's just normal to them because they're involved in it. She claims he was charming and intelligent in public, but behind closed doors, a monster came out. Davies told the paper she finally escaped years of abuse from Epstein in 2005. She told everything to the FBI in July this year, and the pedophile was arrested just 5 days later. So that's the key we take away from this as well. These women, let's not discount their bravery, all right? Let's not discount how brave they are to come forward in the face of a monster like this, a powerful monster like this. This wasn't just some, random guy. This was a very powerful man with very, very, very powerful friends that have the ability to ruin lives. They have the ability to ruin the lives of those that are chasing them, those that are accusing them. They have that ability, folks. They have that money. They're in those circles, and they know the right people. And don't think they're above it, because they aren't. After being hit with a slew of serious crimes charges, Epstein was found hanged in his Manhattan lockup in August. He has destroyed my life in every way. Relationships, family life, health, job, Davies told The Sun. How did he manage to do this for so long to so many people? Oh, that's easy, because he was enabled by so many people. ABC News, Huffington Post, Vanity Fair, all of these publications that ran puff pieces on this scumbag when everybody knew what he was up to. There were rumors. People used to talk about it in their small circles, these billionaire sickos, and nobody did anything to stop it, right? But these are the same people that you'll see on TV talking about, oh, we care about the planet. Oh, hashtag me too. Believe all women. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. All they are is a bunch of virtue signaling MFs. Words are wind, folks. Remember that. Words are wind. It's all about actions. It's all about how you conduct yourself. It's all about what you do. And from what we've seen with these people, boy, what they do is absolutely, positively disgusting. All right, folks, I will be back tonight with the Daily Drop. If something happens in the afternoon, obviously, breaking news, I'll be back and I'll cover that. But as of now, we're looking at just the Daily Drop tonight. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And if you guys want to contact me, remember, you could do that at BOBBYCAPUCCI at protonmail.com. That's Bobbycapucci at protonmail.com. If you would like to support the show, the GoFundMe link will be in the description box. And to those of you who have supported the show so far, I'm very appreciative. Thank you guys so much. You're really helping to make more content available, right? It gives me the more time to spend on this case and more time to put forward to bringing you guys more content. So I definitely appreciate that. And everyone who's tuning in for the first time, thanks for tuning in. And those of you who have been listening for a while, well, I seriously appreciate all of you. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if you're watching football, hopefully you're not in for too much misery.